All right, speaking now with Mitch Rossell, country music artist, a newcomer to the country music scene, but very talented indeed. Mitch, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me.
All right, for listeners who aren't too familiar with your music, can you take us through a little bit of your backstory?
I didn't even start playing music till I was about 18, and I'm 24 now, so I haven't been playing for too long, but basically I was inspired to pick up a guitar. My dad always wanted me to play, and actually lost him when I was 10, and so when I graduated high school, I just one day decided to go get a guitar, and the rest is history. So just started writing songs, and it started out as I thought it would just be kind of a hobby, and it became the hobby, I guess. It was just my biggest passion. So.
Well, that's great. Now, where are you originally from?
I'm from Chattanooga, Tennessee, southeast Tennessee.
And what inspired you to move down to Nashville?
Basically just I knew that if I wanted to take it to the next level and get really serious about making a living, making music, it would be something I'd have to do. If I wanted to make a living, to the extent of nationally, probably the best thing for me. So that was just kind of a step that I felt like I had to take.
How long ago did you move to Nashville?
It'll be 2 years at the end of this month, so like December 28th, it'll be 2 years.
And so far you're enjoying it?
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm not much of a city person, but as far as the music, it's really good, so.
All right, so for fans who aren't as familiar with your music as me, how would you describe your music to them?
I'd say it's kind of that, it's a little more of a timeless type sound. It's not the modern, a lot of the stuff now is a lot more pop driven. I mean, I have some songs that have, I guess, pop elements in them, but for the most part, I've just got a little more of a classic sound. I'm really influenced by, the Eagles and stuff like that. So it's not like, Johnny Cash type classic, but it's more of like probably like 80s. Kind of got that kind of feel to it too, and a little bit of 90s. I grew up on 90s country, so I think lyrically I write a lot like 90s, which I love that stuff, and I think there's always a place for it, hopefully. So.
Absolutely. Are there any current artists that you kind of channel as well, or do you stick mostly to the older stuff?
I listen mainly to older stuff, just because I feel like a lot of the new work is saturated with a lot of the same kind of sound, and I know it's probably not what I'm supposed to say, but I just can't be honest.
No, honesty is a good thing, for sure.
Yeah, I know it gets me in trouble sometimes, but I'd rather be that way than pretend, say whatever I want to hear all the time. But, I love Brad Paisley. I do Road Church. There's several guys that I definitely do like. And even girls too, I like Leanne Womack a lot. And, Gary Allen. Off the top of my head, that's several there that I do listen to that are newer.
Absolutely. Those are all good choices, for sure. Now, I know you write a lot of your own stuff. What acts as your inspiration for most of your writing? Is it real-life events or just kind of theoretical ideas in your mind? What sort of stuff?
Both, really. I mean, even if I'm writing something real life, there'll be theoretical things in the song, I mean, I don't think anyone's ever written a song from top to bottom, and maybe they have, but in country music, the songwriters will, take life experiences, but you're always going to, for the most part, add things just to kind of enhance, the story or make it more relevant to more people or whatever, for the most part. So, and then also if you're writing just theoretical, you can still draw from emotions that you've had, through similar experiences. So, I think it goes hand in hand with both for me.
Absolutely. So now tell us about your two singles. We have Prayin' It Don't Rain and Perfect, which was just released about a week ago. So tell us first about Prayin' It Don't Rain.
Yeah, that's a song I wrote with a couple buddies of mine, Trevor Collins and David Ruger. And we wrote it, I guess, about try to record it. And,
oh, really? What happened there?
Someone recorded the song and didn't even get mechanical royalties or rights or permission or anything from
No
it
way.
to sell it. So, yeah, it was a pretty crazy ordeal, but my manager handled it.
Well, that's
properly,
good.
So.
Well, that's crazy, though. Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Well, I guess it is a great song.
That's just why I don't. That's one of the reasons why I don't post. I've got hundreds of songs. I mean, I've got songs that people have no idea. Like the stuff I've written, like the stuff that I've released is older, and I felt like they were good songs that needed to come out. But people, I mean, my fans, there's a lot to come. There's a lot of stuff that I'm really excited about, and so it's just obviously just the money issue of recording it all. And
Absolutely.
getting it out, but yeah, that's one of the reasons I don't post stuff on YouTube, and the other one is because when people hear the acoustic version of something, like even Pray It Don't Rain, they'll come to the produced version and they'll just be like, oh, I just don't like this as much and stuff like that. And it's not that you don't like it as much, it's that you're used to hearing it the way you're used to hearing it.
Right, absolutely.
That's with anything. It doesn't mean that the song isn't as good, if not better. It just means that it's foreign to your ears, and it makes you think that you don't like it as much.
Exactly. So, okay, tell us a little bit about Perfect.
Perfect. That is one I wrote actually about around the same time, but I wrote that one by myself. And it's just one of those songs. It's not particularly about any certain person. I wasn't dating anyone at the time, but that's the beauty of songwriting is you can basically take a song and make whatever you want, so you can make a good relationship, in your mind, and when everybody else, when all the relationships you had are going south, then you can make one go north in a song. So,
well, there you go. That's great.
Beauty of writing, I guess.
Just a reminder to those who just tuned in now, we are talking with Mitch Rossell, country music artist in Nashville. Now, Mitch, when can we expect to get an album from you?
Well, we recorded 3 songs, which was Pray It Don't Rain, Perfect, and we have another one that we're going to release in February called The Right Kind, and it's another one I wrote by myself. And basically, we're just going to try and record 3 or 4 songs every, probably 3 to 6 months. So we're not for sure if we're going to release like a 7-song EP or if we're going to do like a full 10 or 11-song album. But I'm hoping by summer, like the beginning of summer of this coming year, that we'll have something hard copy to sell and stuff like that. So.
Well, that's great. And I know if you are interested in purchasing any of your songs, we can go to iTunes. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
Awesome. Now, what if people are in the area? I know you're living in Nashville, but what if people are in the area? Can they go see you perform anywhere?
Yeah, definitely. I play at Tootsie's on Broadway and Rippy's right across the street from Tootsie's. For the most part, that's the 2 places I play. So basically, if you want to come in and see a show, just jump on my fan page. It's just facebook.com/official Mitch Rossell, and that's Rossell. And just, right on the wall there and ask me where I'm playing. I usually don't know ahead of time very far. I only know like a day or 2 in advance, just because that's the ins and outs of life as a musician, I guess. But anyway,